On the dirty kitchen, what we're going to do, we're going to prepare these, which are wild chives, which we got the other day. I've already chopped them up, and we're going to make a wild chive and Szechuan peppercorn omelette to go with some rice noodles, and here's some shiitake mushrooms in there. We're going to cut all those up, so let's get cracking. I'm using my trusty Dew Chigney nitrogen enhanced steel knife from Fox. Okay, it's got a really good grip on it. Yeah, I think these are much better than FK Dick knives or whatever. The grips are better anyway, that's for sure. They're more ergonomic, and if they're wet hands, they're easier to deal with. Anyway, we need several cloves of garlic here. These have been soaking overnight, these shiitake mushrooms. This is just sunflower oil. We're using my Tefal Induction hob. It's a single burn. It's a pretty good induction hob. I've reviewed this on the Dirty Kitchen several times. Anyway, yeah, and now we're going to use these things. These are Szechuan peppercorns, otherwise known as prickly ash. So I'll just show you how much. You really put them into taste. If you like it kind of a hottish, spicy taste, that's, about a teaspoonful. Let them go on the oil there till they start sizzling. And I'm also going to add the garlic. Okay, so I've browned up the garlic and the Szechuan peppercorns. Now I'm going to take the chives. I'm going to add some of the chives, not all of them just yet, just some to get it in the oil, to get that flavor of the chives in the oil, just briefly. Get that flavor in there. Don't want to make a mess of the kitchen, even though it's a dirty kitchen. This is a new kitchen, so turn on the fan. Alright, so now I've got some chives in. I'm going to spread this out around the pan. I'm just using a shallow pan here, pancake pan. And we're going to pour the eggs in. This is 4 eggs. Essentially, I'm going to make a big omelette. Some black pepper, a bit of black pepper, salt to taste. Okay, I'm going to take the rest of the chives, sprinkle them around in there like this. Not all over the kitchen, obviously, like the dirty kitchen. Okay, now I'm going to add a dash of sesame oil, just a dash of sesame oil. That'll do. It's very pervasive, the aroma from it. Now I'm going to start to roll this up. Oops, didn't want to make a mess of that. Get all that to soak up all this oil. Very tasty. So we're just going to keep this in the oven at about 50 odd Celsius until we're ready with the rest of the meal. Alright, let's move on. This is the barbecue pork from the other day, and what we're going to do is, this is good for leftovers, so we're just going to cut this up. So we're going to take this pork and we're going to fry this up to heat it up in the same oil. Just washing some more chives. I'm going to add some of these wild chives to the pork here. Let's just do that. So it's really easy. Right, we're just going to chop them up with scissors. No mucking around here. These are sharp scissors. Don't want to cut my fingers. Okay, we're going to add a touch of sesame oil in there. That'll do. Small bit of sesame oil. Lots of flavour. Now we're going to prepare some fish with some Szechuan peppercorns. Okay, so I put the Szechuan peppercorns in there and a little bit of sesame oil. Can you see that there? A little bit of sesame oil. There's plenty of oil in there already. Turn this back on. Get the fish up. Kind of fish this is hake. Like a bit like cod. Get it almost anywhere. I suspect this was frozen.
And from Junior Dirty Kitchen, the scientific name of this fish is Licious.
Can also add fresh chives to these too to give it a chivey flavour. Okay, I'll put the mushrooms in with that, the shiitake in with that. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of soy sauce to this. A little bit of soy sauce. That was about 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. A little bit more oil in there, it's getting a little dry. So this will be the fish, mushrooms and chives with a little bit of the oil still flavoured from the Szechuan peppercorns that we cooked in there. And these are all, we're going to make 2 dishes. Essentially this will be fish, shiitake mushrooms and wild chives with rice noodles, and the other one will be the barbecue pork with rice noodles and chives. And that's what's for dinner. Going to use this now to cook the noodles. It's an old milk jug, enamel milk pot pan. Back on the Tefal. We'll rev this up to about 4. These things cook really quickly. In the meantime, we've got the noodles. These are just take these out, and I use these camping too. Right, as well, but in this case we're not, obviously. Don't want to cook it with a string on there. Right, that's done, so we've got to be careful now. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to quickly rinse these. I'm going to add the fish and the mushrooms. Now I'm going to add a dash of, just turn that off for a minute. I'm going to add a dash of sesame oil again to this. Just give that a bit of a mix. And there you have it. That's the fried fish with Szechuan peppercorns, chives, shiitake mushrooms, and noodles there. Yeah, I'll put all the ingredients up in the description. Anyway, dirty kitchen here. Let's move on. Okay, so this is the one that's going to be mixed with the pork, and then we're going to get the egg out of the oven. So I'm just going to stick that there like that, mix that around in there. It's not particularly elegant, and then we're going to put some egg on that. This was our Szechuan peppercorn flavored egg and chive omelette. Not particularly elegant, but let's add this onto here now. Voila. Wild chive, Szechuan peppercorn, garlic, omelette, rice noodles, and barbecue pork with wild chives. That's one dish. And the other dish, and we have with this one fish and shiitake mushrooms again with the omelette and the wild chives. Bon appetit. Dirty kitchen here. Thanks for watching.